What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to give you a quick overview of Lucid, what the data points are saying, some latest updates, and various things that you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So currently 4.4 or 4.3 now % down, a little bit more of a tentative sell-off, and this is not necessarily to do with Lucid per se, just broader market. So it's a very big earnings week, and of course when it comes down to a lot of the big players, a lot could cause disruptions, and of course GDP numbers are coming out tomorrow as well. So regardless of that though, there was this that was posted. So Lucid's Gravity SCV is taking another step towards production with tests on public roads, and that is amazing stuff. And of course, like I've been saying, I do anticipate some PR about this in the next week or so prior to their earnings, which in case you guys do not know is right here on May the 8th 2023 at 5:30 Eastern. So definitely stay tuned for that. But there is an opportunity to ask questions, and these are the hot questions that is going to be posed by retail. So it does say we're almost 2 years away from 2025. When should we expect to hear new updates about your 50,000 mid-size SUV? So definitely I think that one's a very big one, because if it's still going to be maintaining around that 50,000, a lot of the actual material costs have gone up, but yet because of the environment, a lot of new car sale prices have been reducing. So kind of interesting to hear their perspective on this. And the next one is a very good one as far as production, a little bit more oriented towards Peter himself, where he's quoted, "I just like to underpromise and I like to overdeliver, but yet based on clearly 2023, 2022 production and so far everything like that, it's not really doing exactly what he said." So very good point and good question in reality. And like I said in the past, I think this is one of the very rare opportunities for retail to actually get their questions posed and answered by Lucid and Peter and so forth. And I personally really value, and in the past I've really hit against Peter and Sherry for kind of bypassing difficult questions. So hopefully this upcoming earnings, they've already disclosed in their Q4 earnings that there is in fact demand problems and various other issues, which if you were upfront and told us, then us as investors, we'd be like, sure, that's happening. This is your first year operations. I understand it. But the fact that they tiptoe around it necessarily isn't good. So hopefully he does answer this and doesn't just start rambling about technology. But again, right here, so given the current lower than expected demand for the Lucid Air, is there any new plans to improve Lucid Motors' marketing strategy and brand awareness? So this one, like I kind of just signaled, the fact that it took them about 6 months to outright say that there is some demand issue. So this one's a very good question. So those are the top three. Historically, they've always answered either 1, 2, 3 questions. I think it was Q2 2022. They kind of felt bad, I think, overall. So they answered 5 questions, but those are the top 3 as of right now. But technically, there is no SEC filings, nothing like that that was actually submitted. So this one was submitted, the definitive 14A, prior to their shareholder meeting that was done yesterday, which on a side note, everything did pass as expected, but there isn't any actual PR other than what I mentioned. So I think at the end of the day, it's just following the broader market right now, and which again isn't that bad. When it comes down to it, I'll give you guys a quick overview of shorts. So short score is currently 87, utilization is 100%. Currently, shorts are increasing 715,000 shares, and that is 23.73% of the free float overall being shorted, and that works out to be about 152 million shares. Cost to borrow is going up, definitely a very positive sign, and as you can see, the average in total is 34.66. So behind the scenes, it's going up. That's definitely, like I said, a pretty positive thing. Cost to borrow max is 46. So once again, like I've said in the past, if there is a good catalyst, and hypothetically, you never know, Lucid could have a squeeze, but it's kind of going against the market right now a little bit. As far as options activity, it's kind of level. So you do see, as far as puts, $228,000 and calls $267,000. So kind of level in reality. As far as big money, it does show a lot of good transactions, but as you can see over the last couple of days, nothing over 1 million. So definitely the frequency and the actual amount has been being reduced by institutions. So of course that might be positive, negative. I'll leave that up to you guys to make your determination on that, because I'm not a financial advisor. As of right now though, it is below a lot of the pivotal moving averages, so you kind of just have to look at the fib levels just to give you a good indication of potentially where things might be going, and it is below this S2 as of right now. So currently in this environment, any stock that is trading between the S3 and the S2 in one way or another is kind of perceived by the market as junk. I know that does really suck to hear, and I physically do own Lucid shares as well, but the fact that I guess they're burning through so much cash, there's potential underlying demand issues and various things, it's just being treated like junk, which really does suck, because it does have a very good competitive advantage to, for instance, even Tesla and their obviously technology and so forth. But you do see Tesla as being green, so a little bit more backwards in that regard. As of right now, Stochastic, it went from very much overbought to very much oversold. So hopefully if there is some good PR that does come out, aka like I said with the gravity potentially coming out, that might be enough justification for a little bit more of a value rally. But as you do see, a number of retail investors have just been getting out ever since the 18th. So once again, I don't know if they sensed something bigger was coming or whatever it might be, but let me know you guys' thoughts on all this in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, or potentially what you're doing for the earnings. Are you guys going to be hedging with options? Are you selling, buying more prior to this? Like I said, and based on the transcripts that is indicated from their Q4 earnings, I don't believe there's that much optimism when it comes down to the Q1. I'll just quickly find that just to show you. So you do see right here, we expect Q1 to be down significantly, obviously lower margins and so forth, but they will be ramping up shipments in Q2. So we've already seen that based on Bear's Workshop as well. So I think generally speaking, it is still, like I said, a long-term investment, just a lot more volatility in the short term. And if you do believe in Lucid bigger picture, take advantage of these discounted prices. But keep in mind, like I already said, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. And with that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And even though Lucid, for instance, is going down, take advantage of free stuff such as this promo. Open up a free account and you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So even if you just do that, complete no-brainer. Link in the description below and also the comments. And as you see, deposit $100, you get 4 additional free stocks. So complete no-brainer, free stuff, might as well. Without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.